Safety concerns prompting federal agents to call off efforts to seize one Nevada cattle rancher's herd after a tense standoff, all because they say he owes up to $1 million in unpaid grazing fees. But the rancher claims rights to use the land his family settled in the 19th century. William Lajeunesse live in Bunkerville, Nevada with the latest. William?
Well, Arthel, right now it is a very fluid situation and getting worse compared to what it was a few hours ago. Police and SWAT teams are in an armed standoff with protesters just up the road. We have a live view that we're going to take some video right now. Basically, you have protesters who are blocking the southbound lane of Interstate 15. That's a major north-south interstate between Nevada and Utah. They were up there and trying to retrieve cattle that belonged to rancher Clive Bundy that had been impounded by the Bureau of Land Management. Bundy had said about an hour or two ago, listen, if I don't hear from the BLM in 1 hour, we're going to go get them. About 200 protesters left this area, headed up there, went to the impound area, and then blocked I-15 in the process. That brought out federal, state, local police, SWAT teams, and that's where it is right now. Earlier today, however, about 2 hours ago, protesters were celebrating in victory after the BLM had decided to back down and pull out. They said for safety of their employees and the public. This after hundreds had showed up here from around the West to support Bundy in his battle with the BLM. The agency says that Bundy had defied 2 court orders to remove his cattle from federal land. He had refused to do that. And yet they backed down out of fear because so many of these out-of-staters were carrying rifles of their own, AR-15s, a lot of sidearms out here. Earlier in the week, there had been a confrontation and the federal agents had tasered one of his sons, tackled one of his daughters, and again, out of fear of this escalation or some provocation, they decided to back down. Here's some soundbite that we have from earlier today when the crowd heard that the BLM had backed down.
I believe a press release has already been put forth that the BLM is going to cease this operation.
Now, to some, Bundy is a freeloader and an outlaw for his failure to pay his grazing fees over 20 years. To others, of course, he is a hero, a folk hero, if you will, the last rancher in Clark County, and now he has caused the feds to back down. I'm going to wrap it up. We'll bring it later to you about how the situation resolves itself regarding the 400 or so cattle that have been impounded to the feds. Will they go back to the rancher? Will they stay with the government? Back to you.
It's really incredible and unbelievable. Stay safe out there because it's definitely a tense situation. Okay, William Lajeunesse, we'll look forward to your update a little bit later.